It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Commanders and the Eagles under the lights on Monday night.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, even with all the games we have broadcast together over the years, partner, seems like every time we see something new and kind of get that feeling we might get something unique here in this one as well.
No 2 games are ever really the same, are they, Brandon? Because there's always a couple little details, standout performances, big plays that help set each game apart. That makes every one of them entertaining to be a part of.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
On the go.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Hurts. Being chased out left. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got it first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter. It's Taylor Heinicke.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
They'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A first down throw for Heinicke. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they'll try to throw now. Heinicke forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Heinicke on the move to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. That's pulled in at the 32. And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing into break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give him.
And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Some problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live foot. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30, 10, and he's all the way into the end zone. And so much for losing the lead with the 2 points there. This game's back to even. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And the play fake, and now Heineke. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So thanks to the late past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Heineke. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So the quarterback able to keep the play alive with his feet and then have the poise to make the touchdown pass.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one totally. Not just the poise, but being able to keep his eyes downfield, because often when a quarterback starts to move around, they're moving around to run the football. Not in this case, moved around to keep the play alive, to find an open receiver. Bingo.
Slide for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Another run here with Sanders. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. 3rd down now. And those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Down the right sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 56 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running, on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these 2 teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Javon Watson on the return. Washington will take over first.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. They go play action. Now Heineke. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Play action now. Here's Heineke. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On play action, Heineke. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Throwing, Heineke. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Heineke now looking to throw on first down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 7. Less than 90 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Pass complete, Goddard, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. That one looks like he'll throw here. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Eagles 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. At time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Into the hands of Sanders. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Results, it's a 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Commanders, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.